Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Did you bring any handcuffs, by the way, Todd?
I did not.
Do you still have your handcuffs from being a cop?
I have a pair at home.
Can you bring them here next time so I can?
I will.
Cuff
Yeah.
Chick
Who are you gonna cuff?
I'm going to cuff Chick to a different room, to a desk.
To the desk. Never. The one rule was never handcuff a guy to a file cabinet. I worked with a guy who did that, and he was a legend in the story because it's not hard to pull out the file cabinet drawer and just walk out of the police department.
Walk out.
And go with large.
Did he pretend he was carrying out some files?
Right.
That's great.
Excuse me, just carrying some files out of here. That's the voice of Todd McComas here in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. There's Chick, there's Ace, there's Josh Arnold with the incredible sunburn, and Kristi Lee with her bangs. She's giving them a little tufting, if you will.
Yeah, they need cut.
They look great.
Christine.
Stop it. You have very, very nice bangs.
Thank you,
now,
Tom.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Todd McComas. Todd, a veteran Marine, 21 years in the police force, and now a great stand-up comedian, also a part of the Pat McAfee organization.
Yes, sir.
And I got a lot of stuff going on, but you're probably not aware that Ace Cosby from our staff is also an ace when it comes to the world of comedy, and we have a feature now known as the Ace Cosby joke.
I did not write this one.
Okay, don't.
Already disowning it.
Okay.
Ace Cosby.
Good setup.
What is this, a joke? Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
This dentist had a female patient who said, I think I'd rather have a baby than have my teeth worked on. And the dentist responded, well, make up your mind before I adjust the chair.
You should take credit for that.
Yeah,
one.
that's a good joke. I just came up with that.
See what was going to happen there, Kristi. Is the,
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, Need to adjust.
I love those chairs. I wish I had one in my house.
The dental chair?
Oh, those are so
Didn't
comfortable.
one of the cool guys have a barber chair at his?
Yes, the last time I helped a friend of mine move. He had he had an antique barber chair that apparently was made out of anvils.
Well, now there's a hunk of lead in the bottom. I think is the deal. Yeah,
And of course,
Those dentist chairs, thousands of dollars, Tom. You'll pay quite a bit.
But don't you ever get to the dentist? At least maybe it's just because we get up so early. You get to the dentist and you get in that thing and go, God, I think I'm going to go to sleep. And all of a sudden they're drilling your gums. And I guess not.
I think
How do you keep your mouth open if you're asleep?
I think the gas might have something to do with it. But
I've never had the gas.
I've never had the gas either.
Oh, it's good. It's a good time.
Oh man,
I get it. I get why people are into that.
Missing out.
Really?
Do you get that when you get your teeth
I'm
cleaned?
telling you what. Nitrous bars are the wave of the future. If you want to invest in something, invest in a good nitrous bar.
Tom brings up a good point. Just for a teeth cleaning?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you get one of the pain-free teeth cleanings, huh?
Only because I have a thing about leaning back and people hovering over me, trying to kill me with sharp instruments.
I see.
But you go ahead and keep making fun of it.
You
No,
have
it's funny.
invisible teeth.
You guys know exactly what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Todd, look, Chick has invisible teeth. You never see them.
See?
He
People
doesn't.
say that about me a lot.
Oh, yeah. We see it.
In
Neither one of us
videos,
have
they're like,
it.
how did you get through that entire paragraph and not show your teeth? I don't know.
Oh, my God, you're right. You don't have teeth either.
I know.
You guys are like Muppets.
We are.
You look like Clutch Cargo.
Waka waka!
Speaking of the dentist, you ever get this? I called a dentist not too long ago, and I got the automated message before you get to the receptionist. And the first thing it says is, if this is an emergency, hang up and call 911. Like, if we really have a big problem of people confusing their medical emergency by calling the dentist instead of 911, like, you're like, oh, Nana's not breathing. What should we do? I don't know.
Call my dentist.
Call the dentist.
That's never happened.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they don't think they all have to do that. I think it's some legal
Like
thing.
a legal disclaimer.
Oh, really?
So what's the repercussions if you don't put that on there? Does the dentist actually have to handle the call? Like you're in the chair getting a cleaning and the receptionist
Well,
runs
ma'am,
in?
it appears to be your aorta, but I've got some lead I can put in it. What do they put in the fillings? What do they make them out of now?
I don't know what they
Sort
make.
of space age plastic. I
Oh,
think, or
okay.
something.
Now they're tooth colored now. They're not silver anymore.
Yeah, do you have any silver ones in there?
Yeah, I still do.
Really?
They're eating away at her brain right now.
Yep. Well, why not?
Getting that mercury itch?
Is there an itch to having mercury?
I doubt it.
Maybe
They
that's
just
what this
wanted
is.
to make her feel weird. We have Kristi.
Oh, you don't have to work on that.
Kristi Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Do you have the story about the badass model?
I
love
do.
this story.
There will be two kinds of beating in this story.
All right.
One would be up. One would be off.
Oh, boy.
A woman modeling beachwear for a photo shoot allegedly beat up a man who'd been pleasuring himself in front of her.
Yay, you go, girl.
Joyce Vieira was posing in a swimsuit on a Rio de Janeiro beach when the man identified as 27-year-old Josini Ferreira began visibly masturbating.
That's all right.
I was a harny.
Miss Vieira said she repeatedly asked the man to stop, but said she snapped after he replied,
Yeah.
"Why? You don't like it? Come here."
Oh,
What's the matter? Don't you like it?
I'm doing this for you.
He's an Italian at Rio de Janeiro, by the way, on the beach. Just so you know.
That's right.
He's on vacation.
As it happens,
You
Miss
do a
Vieira
Portuguese accent. Go ahead.
is a former MMA fighter and mixed martial artist
Yes.
and kicked Ferreira, who punched her back.
What?
The punch made me even angrier, she said. I wanted to kill him. She then hit him with several other blows and
Good.
added,
Oh.
quote, when the guy saw that it was going to get real, he started screaming and ran away.
Yeah, he did.
That's a lesson for the rest of the world. As an MMA fan, I'm here to tell you, if you're in Rio de Janeiro, just assume everybody's a mixed martial artist.
That's true,
I mean,
yeah.
they're all from Brazil.
Oh, really?
Anderson Silva,
Yeah,
all the
it's
guys
like the
are
home of
just-
jiu-jitsu.
they're amazing.
So she's in a
yeah.
bikini, starts beating this guy.
Awesome. Yeah.
The man was later arrested, charged with sexual harassment, though he claims he was merely urinating.
Sure. Right.
I was just a piece.
This is how I do it.
My pee is always a translucent.
I get a lot of pleasure out of your day.
I don't want to wait to buy the calendar. I like to do it. I like to do it right from the tap.
Good for her, man.
And but in this guy's defense,
Oh, really?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Wait, you're going to defend this guy?
Can't wait to hear this.
he was only able to defend himself with one hand. The other one was busy. Have you,
You know,
ever
there was a point, I bet, where he was extra special turned on because she was mad about it. I mean,
Yeah.
And then it went
Yeah.
horribly wrong.
No, run it towards me slower.
I like the way Josh does the hand thing every time he makes a phrase.
God, that's weird. Have you ever seen that, Kristi?
What an odd
What?
world.
Have you ever had a flasher?
No.
Never?
Don't be disappointed.
Yeah, it
it's a
just
good
sounds-
thing that it happened.
No one would ever want to flash me.
No one wants to.
No, I don't want to encourage it. I'm just saying, no, I've never
All
had
right,
that.
flashers, line up outside.
Yes.
I know.
Some people I know had an encounter.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, it
that
was
right?
it was in a parking garage, and it was rough.
That is
God.
that is unfortunate.
And this guy was, really going at it.
Hey, comedy show.
Okay, sorry.
Fun mornings. What? Did anybody start crying when he was doing that?
No. They went to the cops. And,
You think trench coat salesmen are like? What do you think? Businessman or flasher?
yeah.
You think? I mean, you think they can tell when it's just a flasher coming in?
How about the guys who cut the pants off and attach them right above the knee?
Yes. So it looks like they're wearing
So
pants.
it looks like they're wearing pants.
What?
That's a move?
In their trench
Oh,
coat?
wow.
Yeah, sure.
So
yeah.
they've got
that's
it all
an-
planned out.
That's a professional.
Yeah, they put some prep time in. They evidently are some sort of seamstress. They have a sewing machine.
Well, the thing about all these fetishes is there's. I learned this a long time ago. There was a news story about a guy who was having very unpleasant relations with horses,
Oh, yeah.
and he had been caught for the second or third time. It was a really long story, but the essence of it was this guy had taken a Volkswagen Beetle and attached a specially designed trailer to it in order to hold the horses, so he would drive around to farming communities. And,
So he's been welding.
yeah, So this guy developed this thing just for that purpose, and the judge, obviously, he convicted the guy. But it just shows the level of
Commitment,
You're
yeah.
sitting there welding, going one of these days.
Yeah.
That's
premeditation for you.
Yeah. It's not, it's not like Louis C.K. backstage. Hey,
Isn't
baby.
there only one story?
Yeah.
Isn't there only the one story we had about the guy who was that way but liked to receive?
Yeah,
What?
he's dead.
From the horses.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
up in,
yeah.
that was in the,
Really?
in the Northwest. Yeah, he
He's dead, right?
didn't.
Yeah,
No, he
he,
didn't.
yeah. Well, but he finally
Right.
passed away.
He went how he wanted to go.
But he got away with it a couple times. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Finally.
You're going to want plastic
it's dangerous enough just riding a horse on a saddle. You know what I mean?
You're going to want
pull that
plastic
off.
seat covers.
I think he started with miniature horses, and then that's what happened.
Work up to it.
Worked
Yeah.
up.
Let's move on. We have a lot to get to here. We have a new thing I want to tell you about.
Perforated his bowels. Go ahead.
Once again, fun, happy morning show. Remember?
Okay. Coming up, we have, I don't even dare, the president of Libya in the news. I'm sorry, Liberia. The president of Liberia in the news.
Is he the vice president or the president? Is he the Liberia Majora or the Liberia Minora? That's what they call him over there, right?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us. We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Got a very odd request here. We'll get to it in just a second after the introductions. There's our engineer, Ace Cosby.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Ace. Lady of the house, of course, Kristi Lee.
Hi, everybody.
That's Chick McGee. That's Josh Arnold. This is Tom speaking. And we were talking about this article in the New York Times about how to find the cleanest public restrooms.
Yep.
Something we all wrestle with. And there's lots of problems, especially in big cities. Did you see the article about San Francisco?
No. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not necessarily public. Everything's a public restroom there, apparently.
Yeah. I dropped a deuce in San Francisco.
Come on.
Yeah.
On the sidewalk or something?
Yes,
yeah.
apparently it's
Yeah.
getting bad.
Here's the
Yeah.
headline from Business Insider. People are pooping more than ever on the streets of San Francisco.
Well, that's a show I don't want to watch.
No, Michael Douglas wouldn't be running
He would
around.
not have been running around. You're right.
It's because of all the problems with homelessness and affordable housing. It's serious business. But there's a whole article about the. Yikes! That'll make them lower the rent.
I doubt it.
Yeah. In any event, this article about the best way to find a clean restroom. We all have our go-to spots.
Yeah.
Various places. McDonald's always has clean restrooms. Starbucks always has clean restrooms.
IKEA. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, that's a little bit less than convenient for most
There's
people.
very few IKEAs out there, Mr.
Yeah, but if you-
what's
you
your
really
name?
I've
Chick McGee?
been holding it since Des Moines. I hope I can make it.
I like the term Mr. Guy out of you. I like that very much.
He is Mr. Guy.
You're a Mr. Guy.
In any event, there's a very long article in the New York Times about how to pick the right restrooms, and it's based on scientific research. And although one of the phrases is,
What
if it looks
happened?
clean, use it.
Wasn't there where you had to pay to use the restroom?
Yes.
They had like a dime in
and
the
you got-
in
turn
the
the
door,
thing.
a little knob to get into the stall.
I think what happened
they
was
were all paid
I
for
think sanity came into.
because people would be there and needed the dime and just go ahead and went on the
There's
door.
some guy going, "This is socialism if we have to pay." Yeah, oh, jeez. Yeah, no, the pay toilet is a terrible idea.
Well, it does deter, certain.
Activities?
Yeah, I think a lot of businesses would do that because they would end up getting people they didn't want in their business.
Yeah, but then those people would just
Crap outside their door. Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Mr. Guy.
Yeah, go ahead and let that person use the restroom.
Yeah, there's a. In any event, this
That's
leads.
another one of my embarrassing adult admissions that I was probably in my 30s when I realized the true joke of putting the lighted bag of poop on someone's door.
Oh, it's to get them to step on the poop?
Yeah, to get them to mash the fire out. I thought, oh, well,
It just smells bad because
poop,
it's boring.
funny. It's on fire, funny.
Yeah.
I thought that's what was all. No! The payoff is stomp, stomp, stomp. That's hilarious.
So this leads to this request.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, would you please have Josh tell his famous hotel lobby story? Okay, I haven't heard this for a year. I love this story. The true tale of Josh Arnold on the road.
I was in New Orleans.
Yeah, lovely place.
Yeah, and I did what one does in New Orleans one night.
Getting bourboned on Drunk Street?
Boy, oh boy. A lot of booze, a lot of terrific
Sure.
Cajun food. Quite a night. The next day, checked out of my hotel, and my stomach was none too happy with me. It was a real...
It was churning.
Yeah, some things were really going on. I walk outside the hotel and go, nope, you know what? I'm going to have to take care of things before I actually... So I go back in the hotel to the front desk. I say, hey, listen, I just checked out of my room. Is there any way I can get back up in there for 10 minutes? She goes, no, I'm sorry, you can't. Oh, boy. Do you have a restroom here in the lobby? She said, sure. And it's a beautiful hotel, but very old. And she says, across the lobby, it's that door right there. And I walk across a busy lobby, open up the door. It's a one-seater.
Oh.
And if you were to sit on the toilet, you would face the lobby. But, of course, the door closes.
Sure.
Well, I open the door, and it gets kind of stuck open. I go, what the hell is this? So finally I get in the bathroom. I was able to pull the door closed. The lock doesn't work. Ah, man. Well, I was like, all right, well, the door is close enough to the toilet as I'm sitting conducting business.
And you have a hurricane in your pants.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you name one.
I could
The voodoo.
Dump Harvey making his way. So, like, I can kind of just hold the door closed.
Sure.
Well, things are it's pretty rough in there. It's choppy seas, if you will. And
Again, when you name them.
yeah.
Hurricane-like force of the...
Yeah, it's unfortunate what's happening. And I'm sitting there, the door knob ripped out of my hands as somebody has forced the door open.
Violently.
Yes, in a hurry. And I look, and it's somebody, a man, had to have been 80 plus. And he sees me, and he goes, oh! And I see him and go, ah!
Yeah.
And I go, close the door, sir, please. Because behind him, I can see...
A lobby full of people.
Exactly. People walking with a suitcase.
And you are seated on the toilet.
And I am on the toilet. And the old man says, I'm sorry. And he goes to close the door, and he cannot get it closed. It just stuck open.
So the banging is now attracting the attention of people, of onlookers.
Yes, as are our voices.
Yes, looky-loos.
And he goes, I can't. And I go, you have to. And finally, he raises his hands up in the air and slowly starts to back away from the... And I go, no! And he goes, I'm sorry. And just continue. Finally, I had to kind of stand up, but with everything sort of covered, and grab the door and close it. And yeah, people got an eyeful.
Wow.
Nice hotel.
Yeah. So that's
there you go. A little lesson from Josh. Take care of business before you exit the room.
Yes.
Well, but he didn't.
I thought I could. Yeah, I thought I was better off than I was. I was not.
Okay, well, good to know. And those restroom tips are in the New York Times. If you'd like to find out the best way to find the cleanest restroom. In the meantime, we go back to Kristi Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Locks. A Texas woman was locked inside a Walmart garden center for nearly an hour after the section of the store closed. Sarah Luke said she stopped at the Walmart in Galveston for some laryngitis medication, and while she was there, decided to browse the garden center.
Yeah, it's hard to scream for help with laryngitis.
Yeah. When she realized she was locked in, she tried banging on the door, but she wasn't able to call for help because of her laryngitis. She was able to call police, though, on her cell phone, who secured her release.
She was only in there for an hour.
Yeah, but she won the Employee of the Month award.
Whoa, yeah.
Very helpful.
Wouldn't it be fun to be
in the garden center?
No, locked in a Walmart.
Well, she was just in the garden center, though.
Oh, she couldn't get into the
Walmart.
No.
Yeah, the regular part, God, you could do camp.
Watch TV.
Stuff.
Go over to the
grab some DVDs.
I'm thinking Little Debbie aisles. What I was thinking.
Oh yeah, maybe look at the bras.
Look at the bras.
Yes, sure. Go over and play.
Kristi, I don't know if you know this, but bras go on ladies' boobs.
Yeah.
And so if you look at them,
you want to dress up. And
you
look
walk
pretty?
through the brassiere section of the Walmart.
If it were empty, I might feel them.
Wrap something around. Something?
There's some guy in a security camera going, well, you owe me $4. I told you, pervo, would go straight to the bras.
Right to the unmentionables.
Don't you always assume that when you're in a store, they're following you on the cameras?
No.
I don't.
What is wrong with you?
You guys assume that.
Tells me this validates every opinion I have of you.
You guys aren't paranoid enough.
I don't have the delusions of grandeur.
Well, I'm sure they're following me.
No. They just there.
So do you act accordingly?
Well, because there's some guy up there in a little room.
How many loss prevention people are there working at a Walmart at any given time?
A lot, probably.
But I'm sure they profile people. Like someone walks in, they go, look at this guy.
I will say I was in a large department store.
I'd be great at that.
You'd be great at loss prevention, working for the spot and shoplifters.
Yeah.
You think you would be?
I could get them as they walked in from the parking lot. Look at this loser.
From what I understand,
Keep an eye on this guy.
any girl age like 18 to 24 is a shoplifter.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say I think Sophie was a baby and I was in a major department store and someone tapped me on the shoulder and they said, "You lost a couple of socks back there." They were watching me on security, and the security guide sent somebody down to give me the socks that Sophie had fallen off her feet or something. So they do watch.
Oh, they're watching.
Yeah.
Are you sure this was when she was a baby or just last week?
No, it was a baby when she was a baby.
Mommy, I lost my socks.
She probably.
I think they profile you when you were walking in, Josh.
You think so?
Profile him?
Yeah, what are they doing?
Why?
Just look at the guy and go, look at this dude.
He's a normal guy.
I bet they're betting. I'll bet they're going. There's two guys sitting up there. One guy goes, I guarantee this guy's going to walk on his way to the Little Debbie aisle. He's going through the bra aisle. Yep. He's going to stop and look at him for a while.
I bet he chuckles at a mannequin. On his way to the Little Debbie aisle, I just realized he said.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet I walk in. I have that look. They're probably like, he's either here for USB. Okay, like he could either be an IT guy or he's just a fat pervert, or both.
Number one.
We're going to have to come back with this.
I have a wired my number one bulk food item eaten.
Bulk food.
Yeah, you just go over to the bulk food area and you grab a handful of stuff and eat it and keep it
out of the bins.
I've done that. Have you done
Never done that either.
I've never gotten any. It's disgusting.
Yogurt covered peanuts is number one for me.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
You'll just steal a handful.
Yeah, and then maybe some.
They're watching you.
Now, do you just reach your hand in, or do you put the scoop and pull it out and scoop into your fist?
Oh, I reach my hand in.
That's why I don't touch that stuff. Okay, when we come back, we'll touch on this. We have a lot more to get to.